Hello, okay, boys. Good evening. Welcome to the our third lecture, third online lecture. Boys, today I have shared one app to all of you on your WhatsApp group, that is Zoom app, and many students downloaded that Zoom app, and we have conducted a live interaction today with the help of the Zoom app. And with that Zoom app, whatever are your difficulties, whatever are your doubts, that doubts can be solved online with interaction. So I request all the students to download Zoom app from Play Store, install it in on your mobile, and when I will send you the link, just you have to click that link and you have to join the meeting. In that meeting we will discuss the problems, whatever the problems you are facing, that problems we will discuss. Okay, now as decided, today I am going to teach you the next hydraulic circuit. So in last period, you know that we finished meter in hydraulic circuit, meter out hydraulic circuit, and bleed off hydraulic circuit, and I hope everybody has gone through the lecture of meter in, meter out, and bleed off hydraulic circuit. So in the today's lecture we are going to see the another important circuit, which is known as the sequencing hydraulic circuit. Now sequencing, from the word it is clear, sequencing means what? We have to make the sequence, right? And as in the end of the last lecture I explained you that now I have to operate the two actuators. Up till now, in last three hydraulic circuit, we have operated only one hydraulic cylinder, that is one actuator. But with the help of the sequencing cylinder, sequencing hydraulic circuit, we have to operate the two actuators, right? Now I will show you, first of all I will show you the diagram or layout diagram of the sequencing circuit. Then I will explain what are the important parts in that sequencing circuit, and how the sequencing circuit will work. Right, now I will show you the diagram. You see the circuit diagram of the sequencing circuit. Okay boys, now this is the diagram of the sequencing circuit. Now what are the important components of this sequencing circuit? Let us start from this. So here you can find this part. Yes, this part you can see, I will show you by the pen. This part is nothing but it is the reservoir where the hydraulic oil is stored. It is the filter. So through the filter the oil is filtered and dirt, dust and impurities are removed, and clean oil is sent to the pump. Again, which type of the pump is here? So you have understood that it is unidirectional constant flow hydraulic pump. Now here is the prime mover, that is the electrical motor to drive the pump. Then from pump, here is what this is. Yes, it is the pressure relief valve is there. Then at this end there is the pressure gauge is there to show the system pressure. So there is a pressure relief valve, there is a pressure gauge. From there if you go, so here you will find the push button operated. Now this symbol will say that push button operated 4x2 direction control valve. So 4x2 direction control valve is there. Now from this 4x2 direction control valve, you will find these two new components are there, right? And what are these new components are there? These new components are nothing but they are known as the sequence valve. So what it is known as? Sequence valve. Understand? So this is sequence valve A. So here it is the A is written A, and this is sequence valve B. So it is the B is name. It is the name is given to the A and B. So A is the one sequence valve, B is the second sequence valve. Now after these two sequence valves, there are the two actuators. This is actuator 1, which is named as P, the actuator P, and this is actuator Q. So there are the two actuators are there, right? And after this actuator, what is this? This is the application, this is the job, right? So here I have to perform some task, here I have to perform some activity. So what activity I have to perform, I will just simply tell you that this is the workpiece there and this is the table, right? Machine table. So first what I have to do, I have to locate this workpiece, I have to clamp this workpiece with the help of this actuator, means I have to clamp. So when this actuator will move here, it will press to the workpiece and this workpiece will be held in position with the help of this actuator. Clamping means first I will do the clamping. After this workpiece is clamped, firmly fixed in this machine table, then this second actuator is this, I have to perform some operation. Suppose I have to perform drilling operation, I have to perform a reaming operation, I have to perform the press operation, any operation you can do. So this actuator I have to bring downward. But when, what should be the sequence, right? The sequence should be that first the workpiece should be clamped here. So this is first, this actuator should get operated. After the workpiece is clamped, right, then this second actuator should start, and whatever the operation is there, drilling, reaming or anything, that operation should take place. So this is the second operation. Now I have to run these two actuators in a sequence. So what is the sequence? First this will come, this will clamp the job, then this will come, it will drill the hole. Now it after drilling the hole, it will go backward. When it will go backward, after that this workpiece should be declamped, means it should move return. Then I will remove the job, and when I will remove the job, again new job I will fix here. When I will fix the new job here, which will be the first operation? Which will be the, yes, clamping. So clamping will be the first operation. After clamping, there will be again the drilling operation. Once the drilling is done, then what should happen? It should go upward. When it will go upward, then this should go in the direction, and I will again remove the job. So this is the main task that we have to perform with the help of the this sequence hydraulic circuit, sequencing hydraulic circuit. Now most of the parts you know. So you know reservoir, you know filter, you know pump, you know motor, you know 4x2 direction control valve, you know pressure gauge, you know pressure relief valve, you know the actuator, you know this actuator also. This is the machine part, that is the component where you have to perform the job. Only the new part is there, this A and B. So this is the sequence valve. Now first of all, this is the symbolic representation is there. Now I will just zoom out and I will explain you the what is the function of the sequence valve. So you can see here, now I have zoom here. Suppose, let us forget about the circuit. Let us first understand how this valve will work, right? So if you see this valve is nothing but it looks like a pressure relief valve. If you see clearly, it will look like a pressure relief. So what will happen? Suppose from here the oil is coming, pressurized oil is coming. So oil will come from here. The oil can go forward and the oil can go from here also. So when this oil will go from here and here, so this is the integral check valve. We call it a non-return valve. So this valve is fitted with integral check valve. Now you can see here, as the arrow is like this, oil will not flow here from here to here. So non-return, ikkudun oil janar nahi. But from this direction the oil can come here, right? So this is the sequence valve. It is nothing but it is the spring is there, right? So spring force is adjusted. Now suppose the pressurized oil is coming from the pump, right? So that oil will not go here. So where that oil go? That oil will go here. But this valve is closed. Arrow is here, right? So oil cannot move from here to here. Now for opening this valve, this is normally closed valve, right? It is closed. Now to open this valve, what we have to do, as in case of the pressure relief valve, there is a pilot line is there. So this is the pilot line. So what happened when the pressure in this line increases, right? So that oil goes from here to here and from to here to here. And when this oil pressure becomes more than the spring force, right, what will happen? This will move, this spool will move this, and this valve will get open. Once this valve get open, the oil will flow from here to here. Understand? So the function is like similar like a pressure relief valve. Only one additional part, that is no inbuilt check valve is there. Integral check valve is there. Now what will happen? Suppose the oil is coming here, return. Let us example. So when the oil will come from return line, oil will not go here because this valve will be closed and right in closed position. So when this oil will come, this oil will go here, here, and from here to here. Through this check valve, the oil will come and go here. So here by both the way the oil can move. So when the pressure increases through this pilot line, this valve get open and the oil flows from this direction to this direction. And when the oil is coming return, so oil flows from here to here, but it does not pass through this valve. It passes through the integral check valve and come here. You understand? So this is the function of this sequence valve. Both the valves are the same. A and B is also here. So A B valve is there. This is the spool. This is the pilot line is there. This is the spring is there, and this is integral check valve is there. The direction of integral check valve is somewhat opposite here. You can see here. So sequence valve A and sequence valve B. Two different sequence valve are provided there. You understand the working of the sequence valve? In sequence valve, the oil can flow in both the direction, but the method of flowing the oil will be somewhat different in both the direction. Understand? Now after understanding this, the working of the sequence valve, let us understand the complete working of the sequencing hydraulic circuit. Let us see the complete circuit now. One thing should be clear in your mind, that here we have to perform the task, and first of all this actuator should act, and after this actuator is complete, the second actuator should act. Now how it will happen? Now suppose I started the pump. Okay, so when I will start the pump, the oil will flow from here, and let us consider this is our first position in circuit. It is shown first, but let us assume that this is our first position. I change the I press the push button and this position is changed here. So this is, so when this position of the direction control valve will be there, what will happen? This is the P end, this is the A end, this is the B end, and this is the R reservoir, right? So this pump will be connected to the P end and oil will flow from here to here, 1A. So first of all the oil will go to the reservoir number, actuator number 1. When this oil will go to the actuator number 1, this line here, suppose it is connected here, so this will be connected here and this oil will go from here to here. As the oil goes to the actuator number 1, the actuator number 1 start moving into the forward direction, and as it moves into the forward direction, the job held here is being clamped. इथं काय होणार, आता जॉब क्लॅम्प होणार. परत काय इकडून इकडं थोडंसं the oil is going from here. आता when this oil will go here, it will not go here directly because this valve is closed and there is a pressure setting is done with the help of the spring. So oil will not go here. What will happen? So oil is going here, this actuator move here, the object is clamped. After the object is clamped, now the second actuator should come into the picture. Now what happens to the oil of this first actuator? The oil from this end comes here, return line, sir. When this oil will come, it will go here, as this valve is closed, so it will not flow here. So this valve will go here and this integral check valve is open. So through this integral check valve, the oil will come here, 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 and this oil will come to the reservoir. Here it will come and it will go to the reservoir, right? Understand? Now when the oil will go through the reservoir, this actuator has come fully here and it has clamped the workpiece. Now first operation is completed, right? Now the second operation in the sequence. Now I have to start actuating this cylinder. For actuating this cylinder, what I do? Now I check. As the first operation is completed, here the first operation is completed, but still the pump is working, and as the pump is working, the oil will go here, 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 but Now as this piston has reached here, the first operation is completed, the oil will not go into this cylinder. So what will happen? Back pressure will create it, and due to that back pressure, the pressure in this line will be higher. And as the pressure in this line will be higher, this line will be the higher pressure, then the oil will come here, because the oil will not flow from here to here. Through this integral valve, the oil will not flow. So this higher pressure which is built or which is developed due to the extreme position of this actuator number 1. So what will happen? High pressure pilot line will operate here, and as this pressure will become more than the spring force, this valve will get open. As this valve get open, the oil flows from here to here, and now the oil will go to the actuator number 2. So here the oil will come. When the oil will come here, this actuator will start coming downward. म्हणजे बघा आता पहिले काय झालं, इथून पंपामधनं इकडनं ऑइल गेलं, इकडनं ऑइल गेलं, इथं ऑइल आलं, हा पूर्ण ॲक्च्युएटर इकडं आला, ऑब्जेक्ट काय झाला, क्लॅम्प झाला. वन्स द ऑब्जेक्ट इज क्लॅम्प, नाव व्हॉट हॅपन्स, हे ॲक्च्युएटरमध्ये ऑइल जाऊ नाही शकत, पण पंप चालूच आहे. म्हणजे आता तो काय करणार, बॅक प्रेशर क्रिएट करणार. ते बॅक प्रेशर क्रिएट झालं की ह्या पूर्ण लाईनमध्ये काय होणार, प्रेशर जास्त होणार. ह्या लाईनचं प्रेशर जास्त झालं की ह्या पायलट लाईनमधून इकडून काय होणार, हे प्रेशर जास्त झालं. कशापेक्षा जास्त, ह्या स्प्रिंग फोर्सपेक्षा जेव्हा प्रेशर जास्त झालं, हा वॉल काय होईल, ए वॉल ओपन होईल. जसा हा वॉल ओपन झाला, इकडनं पंपाचं जे काय ऑइल आहे ते सरळ कुठे जाणार, ॲक्च्युएटर नंबर 2ला. आणि इथं ॲक्च्युएटर गेलं की आता हा दिस ॲक्च्युएटर विल स्टार्ट कमिंग downward, and whatever the operation you have to perform, drilling, reaming or anything, that operation can be performed. Now when this actuator is coming downward, what is happening, the oil here, already here, from this port the oil will come here and here, right, and from this line the oil will come to the reservoir. हे 2ला इकडे मिळणार आणि ऑइल रिझर्वायरला येऊन जाणार. लक्षामध्ये. So first operation is completed, second operation is also completed. How the second operation, how the second actuator is actuated, that is very important. When this second actuator will get actuated, remember, when the first operation will get complete, pump is still working. So here the more oil will not go from this side. So what will happen, the pressure in this line will increase. As the pressure in this line increases, this sequence valve get open. As this sequence valve get open, the oil flows from here to here, and this valve actuator get operated, and the second operation is completed. Now if suppose the second operation is completed, now what is our sequence? First of all, this actuator should go upward and this actuator should move backward. Now these two sequence has to take place. For operating these two sequence, now what I will change? I will change the direction control valve. I will press the button, and now the position will be this. Position number 2. As the position number comes into the picture, now what happens? This pump will get connected to the end number 2, and this end number 1 will be connected to the reservoir. So in this position, what will happen? Oil from the pump will go to from here to here. So now the oil first will go to the actuator number where 2. From here, though from here, from pump the oil is coming here, this will go here. This oil can go here as well as can go to the actuator. But whatever the oil will go here, that oil will not pass through this valve, because this valve is closed. And through this check valve also this oil will not pass, because this check valve is the non-return valve here. Only from the direction the oil will can flow. From this direction the oil will not flow through this integral check valve. Understand? So the oil is coming from here, it is going from here, it will go here, but as this valve is closed, the oil will not move here. So total oil will go to the actuator number 2, and this actuator will start moving now in upward direction. As this actuator will move upward, now this reach here. So whatever the oil is stored here, that oil will come to from this line, and from this line it will come to here, and from here through this check valve, again this oil will discharge to the line number 2 through this reservoir. Understand? Now once this actuator reach to this position, still the pump is going on. So what will happen once this actuator reach here, the oil will still moving here, but here there is no space. So the back pressure will again get introduced, and due to this back pressure, the pressure in this line will increase. As the pressure in this line will increase, so what will happen, the pressure here also increase. As the pressure here increase, so what will happen, this pilot line will get operated, and this B sequence valve will get now open. As this B sequence valve get open, so oil will start moving from here to here, and it will go to the actuator number 2. As the oil goes to the actuator number 2, it will start moving into the backward direction, and as it moves into the backward direction, whatever the oil is stored here, that oil will come here, come here, come here, and from this line it will go to the reservoir. Understand? So like this the sequence valve will operate. Now I will explain you. There are the two positions of the direction control valve, position number 1, position number 2. So what happens in position number 1, in nutshell, the oil from the pump moves to the actuator number 1. Actuator moves fully, it clamps the workpiece. Once the workpiece is clamped, this actuator cannot move further, so the oil still is going. Back pressure get introduced. Due to this back pressure, the pressure in this line increases. As the pressure in this line increases, this sequence valve get open. As this valve get open, the oil flows from this line to the actuator number 2, and actuator number 2 comes downward. When this actuator fully comes into the downward direction, right, the operation is completed. Now I have to move this actuator in upward direction first. So what? Now I will change the position of direction control valve. As I change the position of direction control valve, this position, oil from the pump goes to this line to the actuator number 2, and actuator start moving upward. As the actuator moves upward fully, so further oil cannot go here, so back pressure again get introduced. Due to this back pressure, what happens here, this oil comes here, and here the pressure will increase. Due to this high pressure, this sequence valve get open, and the oil start moving to the actuator number 1. As the oil comes here, this actuator will start moving into the backward direction, and the sequence is completed. I hope you understand the sequencing circuit. Okay boys, you understand the sequencing circuit. In sequencing circuit, what we are doing, we are operating the two actuators in a sequence. So first actuator number 1 is actuated fully, then after it reaches to its end, the second actuator is actuated, it comes downward. After the operation is finished, first the second actuator will go upward, and after that the first actuator will go return. So that is the sequencing circuit. I hope you understand. Now after studying these 4 basic circuits, that is meter in circuit, meter out circuit, bleed off circuit, and sequencing circuit, we have to see some applications of hydraulic circuit. Now when I say the applications of hydraulic circuit means what, where actually these hydraulic circuits are used, in which machines. So now I will show some applications of hydraulic circuit, and in next lecture we will see one by one how these hydraulic circuit are actually used in machines for their operation. You can see there are some applications of hydraulic circuits, so where the hydraulic circuits are actually used. So number 1 operation is the hydraulic circuit for milling machine. So whatever you are seeing the milling machine in your workshop, for operating that milling machine automatically, or for giving the what you can say the movement to the table of the milling machine, the hydraulic circuit can be used. So we will study one hydraulic circuit which is used for the milling machine. Then second application of the hydraulic circuit is that hydraulic circuit for shaper machine. So in our workshop, and I think in the theory of machine, when we learn the quick return motion mechanism, in that quick return motion mechanism, we visited to the workshop, and there we saw the shaper machine. So in this shaper machine also the hydraulic circuit is used. So we have to study what type of the hydraulic circuit is used in the shaping machine. Then third application of the hydraulic circuit is that hydraulic circuit for surface grinder. There are the grinding machines are there, which is known as the surface grinder. For this surface grinder also the hydraulic circuit is used. It is also somewhat different hydraulic circuit. Then hydraulic circuit for hydraulic press. Power press machines you have seen. If you have visited some industries, in that industry you might have seen hydraulic power press machines. So for operating that hydraulic power press machines also the hydraulic circuit is used. Then hydraulic power steering. So in automobile nowadays we are saying the steering, that is the power steering. Our vehicle is having the power steering. So how that power steering works? That works with the help of the hydraulic circuit. So hydraulic circuit is also used in the power steering of the automobile. Then hydraulic circuit can be used in the reaction piston type hydraulic steering system. So this is the steering system. In that case also the hydraulic circuit is used. Then hydraulic circuit is used for dampers. So whatever the automobile big parts are there, that dumper we call, generally it is used for the transportation of the materials. So in the dumper also the hydraulic circuit is used, and how that hydraulic circuit is used. And last is the hydraulic circuit for excavators. Whatever the earth moving equipments are there, generally we call it known as JCBs. So for JCBs also there is some hydraulic circuit. So we have to learn all this type of the hydraulic circuit. So what type of the circuit is used in milling machine, what type of the circuit is used in the shaping machine, what type of the circuit is used in the surface grinder, what type of the circuit is used in the hydraulic press, what type of the circuit is used in the power steering. That all hydraulic circuit, these all are the applications of the hydraulic system, and we have to see that all the circuits one by one. So in tomorrow's lecture we will start first from the hydraulic circuit for milling machine, then shaping machine, and one by one we will complete. I hope you understand. Today we just only completed one hydraulic circuit, that is known as the sequencing hydraulic circuit. It is somewhat difficult to understand, not that much, but it is very simple, and I hope you will all understand the sequencing circuit, right? So for today's lecture it is okay. Now important suggestion or the instruction I want to give you that so many students are watching the videos, but they are not giving the answers to the questions, or they are not giving their attendance, right? So I once again instruct all the students. So once you watch the lecture completely, full lecture in one setting, then you have to give your comment, or if you have to give your some queries or the question, and you have to give your attendance at both places, in my personal WhatsApp number as well as on the YouTube. You have to give your attendance, because this your attendance is very important. Understand? So okay, good night.